What's going on? This is Super Simple Fixes. How did I get from here to here? Watch how I handle some of the obstacles that came at me. Water runs okay, but you can tell almost immediately how quickly the water starts to collect. And it just continues to build and continues to build. I turn it off, just kind of sits there for a minute. So we're going to figure this out. I did some research. I'm going to need a flat blade, some channel locks, just in case, and a tub to collect some water. Okay, the hardest part about this project was probably cleaning out the sink down here, all the stuff that was down there. But I'm looking at a couple of possibilities as why this sink might be running a little slow. So it could be something that built up down here, because I know I never dropped anything in there. So nothing's actually blocking it up. No one piece is blocking it up. The second possibility is this piece right here that has this little metal connector. This piece controls that little blocker in the sink at the very top. So when you pull it up, it stops the water. So right now I'm gonna pop the tub right under here, and I'm gonna loosen this part and loosen this part. This will catch the water. You can already see some of the water building up right down here. There's almost always water down here to block the gases from coming in from the sewer. Looks like this piece is actually sealed onto this long piece right here, so I'm gonna take it out from the top. I'm actually going to disconnect this piece first and then disconnect this piece right here. So here's an unexpected development. This piece right here broke off of the back of this piece. That's not what's supposed to happen. It's just so corroded that it just came right off, and I'm just trying to disconnect this piece from the long rod. All right, let's see if I can get this piece off of this piece right here. There we go. Oh, look at all that gunk on that. All right, so I'm gonna take this out, clean this up. Now I'm gonna release this piece right here. I can already smell the gas is coming in from the bottom because the water's not stopping it. This is the J pipe right here. So I'm gonna flush that out with water, clean this piece out, and come back and clean this mess up. So you can see there's a bunch of gunk in here. I think there's a lesson to be learned. Don't clean your shaver over the sink like I usually do. So I'm never gonna do that again. I'm gonna clean this off with a hose and wipe this down too. A lot of corrosion on this piece. I'm probably gonna end up getting a new piece. Wow, that's like completely blocked up. Time to get in there with a screwdriver. Okay, so I took the screwdriver, shoved it down there, and cleaned all the gunk out. I'm probably gonna have to burn the screwdriver now. But this piece, technically, this long piece right here should come apart from this piece to make it easier to clean. But I think it's sealed up with something down here, so I'm not gonna force it. I cleaned it up as best as I could, and I'm just gonna put it back together right now. Before I put this thing back together, I'm actually going to take a look at this one piece down here, the stopper. Because I removed that little wire piece on the back of the pipe, the stopper can come up, and I can actually see that just down this pipe right here, it is a mess. So I'm gonna clean that up before I put everything back together. I ended up shoving a piece of paper towel, actually a whole piece of paper towel, down this sink and pushed it in there with a screwdriver, and this is what came out of that. So I think we're pretty good now to put everything back together. Just got to make sure the bottom piece is also lined up. I loosened this piece, so I'm going to tighten that back up, and you can tell that this piece is already lined up with this piece. Come back down here. Better to get this piece started first down here. The straight piece is going to be easy. Got to be careful not to cross thread this thing. Just a quick aside here. Took me a minute to get this piece back on. You actually have to push this piece down a little bit so that this collar can completely connect. Okay, so this pushes down, start to tighten it up, and it'll catch and it'll pull this piece up, and then you can tighten everything back up. Once you have this piece right here sealed in correct, your little stop will go up and down. So let's see what the water flow looks like now. Look at that. Nothing's backing up. I don't have a leak under the sink.